What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG here for a 5 a.m. deck profile before we go to the airport with Josh. And what did you just do, Josh?
I got top 64, not top 32.
Yes, not top 32. What were you playing?
I was playing Salamangreat.
Shocking. Very shocking.
6 years, baby. Help me.
Before we get into the profile, any shout-outs to give?
No, not really.
We gave him the option. We definitely gave him the option twice because he wanted to see if he could remember anyone. Take us through the profile.
Oh, main deck. Pretty standard. 3 Gazelle, 3 Spinny, 1 Weasel, 1 Mir for Ghost Ogre, Foxy, Jaguar. I play Foul because I think Falco's too slow, and this just came up a lot during the tournament. Just as an extender, pushing through boards, Stallion bouncing it to Chain Block Raging. Very nice. So that's all the Salamangreat monsters that aren't, in the extra deck. I wouldn't really change much about the Salad lineup. I think it's pretty standard. Other Cyberse cards, 3 Debug, obviously the best variant, 3 Exceed, one of the best extenders, just 2-3 bodies, and level 4 for Baguska, or Dweller if you play it, and just a Baylink's extender. Last one, EMP, probably the best single extender in the deck, since searchable of debug mining, can summon when there's nothing on board and your opponent has something in the grave. It's a free bounce, so it's an extra interruption. Just overall very good. Like, I wouldn't really change the Cyberse lineup either. Like, the Cyberse lineup right now, Salad all in all, it's pretty standard. There's not much to change. Hand traps. I have 12 hand traps in this deck. What are they? 9 of them are monsters. So we have Ash, we have Ogre, and we have Valor. I feel like the format is still Ghost Ogre. What's the word? Can't even remember, but this is just good enough for now. I don't think I'd want to run mono over it. It's just not confirmed to be a Snake Eye format. Like, even Tempai's not doing that well right now. Well, at least not the Oceanics.
Yeah, here, like, there was a lot of Snake Eyes, but, like, Rogue plays much more of a prevalent part here.
Yeah.
Our top 4 was 1 Snake Eyes, 4 different decks.
Overall, this did well. Valor as well. I usually cited these out when it came to usually the meta decks. Didn't help in top 64 against Teal'c, but I can't do much.
Definitely not prepared for that one.
Alright, spells. Sanctuary, you have to run it. I don't want to, but it's 1 on 43 cards, so I can see it less. I wish there was a new field spell that had a more relevant effect. Like, this is relevant this format somehow against U-Bell, because they can't OTK you. Anytime they try to OTK, you just go chain effect,
Just to 0.
make it 0, gain life points. The other one-off quick play spell I play is Charge. I feel like Charge is pretty standard right now in Salad. It's just an amazing extender overall. It's a pop, it's a quick play, so it counts as an interruption and an extender. So it's just overall, it doesn't hurt you a lot when you draw it. However, what was it? My last game in the tournament, I drew a Weasel in this and I was not a happy chappy. But it is what it is, it happens. Hopefully not in Top Cut again. Last Salad spell is Circle, standard, sign up mining, standard. Just run as many starters and extenders as you can.
It's almost like consistency is good.
That's true. I can confirm. Alright. The other spells I play are Interruptions, Droplets, Called By. I was thinking about having this as a rivalry instead, but I didn't have enough time to test the rivalry, and this came in clutch. More than it should have, since I drew this anytime my opponent had Shifter.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think 1 Shifter got through, but I made Baguska anyways.
Must be
so
nice.
It was fine. Droplets over Talents. I don't really want to rely on my opponent hand trapping me for one of my spells to be live. If I had Talents, I'd probably side it, but this is just better overall. And it means I can have 3 extra slots in my side deck for it, whether it would be Dark Rule or not. This time it was 3 extra Floodgates, and I hate those people.
He did the meme just like last time.
The only other hand traps I played was Imperm, so just 12 overall in the main deck. There's not much to say about Imperm. It's good. 1 raw. I don't play Rage. It's just too slow, just like Falco at this point.
Okay.
That's the main deck. 43 cards. Just trying to lower the chance of seeing cards like Weasel and Sanctuary, since obviously I have cards in the extra deck. They just get it for free, and you know, the cards in the extra deck are a lot worse if I can't search. So first one, Balinks. Obviously, one of the best cards in the extra deck. Just a free link one. Search field spell for free. It's protection. Just link ones are always powerful in general, and Balinks is one of the best for any deck, or any Cyberse deck. Next, Salamangreat, Sunlight Wolf. I don't think playing 3 is gonna ever be correct. You just don't have enough in graveyard, and you don't grind enough with this card in particular for it to be necessary. You'll always be able to Jaguar out of back, or have Sunlight Wolf out of back, or charge. If you didn't run charge, maybe 3 is correct, but I just don't see the point of it.
It's not like you're constantly trying to send Rage and loop Rage anymore.
He's right. Yeah. But your extra deck is already super tight, so playing 1 extra is just more hurtful to you. I have a Fire Link 2 Heater. Just really good, this format. Obviously, when Tempai and Snake Eye aren't as good, this will probably move itself out. Be maybe a Nightmare Phoenix, Dweller. But for now, this will stay in.
For now, it by itself is normally full combo, if you can get to it.
Promethean, part of the combo, amazing card for the deck. I don't see this card ever getting banned. Realistically, it should never get banned. It doesn't do what most other extra deck cards like an SP would do. Obviously, it's not part of the problem, which is the Snake Eye strategy and Tempai. Especially in the OCG, Tempai is just running rampant. But really good. Obviously, with your Weasel, you can just trigger it and Raging. 3 Raging. You can play 2 if you don't have room for an extra one, or you can't afford an extra one. But you have to be very careful with your resource management if you want to play 2 instead. But playing 3 is just, you don't have to think much about it. And also it helps amazing in the grind game. Just being able to use your Jaguar Shuffle Stallion as an interruption for the next turn if they decide to put up a board. Really good against the Ubel strategy as well. It's constantly being able to go summon back, relink, summon back, relink, grab charge, grab circle, grab roll if necessary, Weasel. Because using Weasel against Ubel is the main point. You're never destroying their cards, so they can't ever get effects. And you're always triggering your draw off Weasel, your Promethean, then you're Raging. And you're always bouncing with Stalio, Foxy getting rid of the spells. So it's useful enough. Zealantist, obviously proven amazing card when you have Raging and Promethean. Just OTKs insanely well in almost any fire deck. Oh, not much to say about it. It's your out to Melodious as well. Can just do a lot. Battle phase effects just comes up too much. Can also make Baguska alive again. If it gets negated, you can just trigger this, banish, summon it back in defense mode. Or in attack mode if you want. Up to you. I wouldn't take it out. It's really good. The only other links I play are Cyberse, Wicked, and SP. Probably, I would say Wicked is the best in your extra deck. It's just an amazing link too. Overall, grabs you Weasel. It's your extender that gets you into Promethean. You can use Exceed for it. You can use EMP Debug. Obviously being generic, because you usually be banishing Debug or Exceed from Graveyard or Balinks. Oh, grab that. You make the link 3, and then this is never seen again. But obviously, it's basically like Balinks, where it just gets you a +1, but this +1 gets you Weasel, and that's just infinitely better. And then SP.
It's SP.
In most other extra decks, this is the best link in the game. It's crazy. There's not much to say about it. And the other 2 cards are XYZs. Stalio, it's salad. You gotta run this. That's how you get access to this most of the time. If you don't have Exceed. Oh, bounces a card. You can bounce your own foul, so you can chain block stuff. You can bounce your opponent's monsters. So much to say. Baguska over Dweller. This is just way more generic and it causes so many more problems. However, not against Element, which was unfortunate. Alright, that's it for the extra deck. Side deck. Triple Nibiru, triple DD Crow. These are just extra hand traps I wanted to run in the side deck, because obviously I'm only running 12. And if push comes to shove, I'd want to have access to at least 18. I'd never put them all in at once, since droplets is fine. Though there was an FDK that won Oceanics. Very nice. Obviously against combo decks, you can draw it with Veiler, Imperm, Ash, Ghost Ogre if you still have that in, because you usually be taking out Exceed. DD Crow, Voiceless Voice, Melodious, and then some rogue matchups. Not much to say about that. I don't think I'd swap these hand traps out for others. Not Ghost Spell, not Mourner. Nah, these I think like these are fine for now, unless the format changes, but it'll be good. Alright, these are my spell trap destruction. I don't think I'd want to run Twin Twister, although it seems fine right now. There's not a lot of protection for Flame Bed's still on the spell and traps in sometimes, but overall Cosmic is just, it's just usually better. You don't have to discard anything, but that can come up in Salamangreat, so you don't, if you don't feel inclined to play Cosmic, you do not have to. You can play Twin instead, but this has just felt better for me. Obviously, format dependent. If there's no protection running around, Twin Twister is just, it pops too. Just fine. Because I had droplets in the main, I was able to afford 6 spots for Floodgates. This is D-Barrier. Amazing card. Hits Melodious, hits Tempai, any other deck that requires pre-link summoning on the extra deck. Deck Lockdown, crazy against everything else this doesn't hit. And then there are decks like Tempai that these both hit. So you're never losing to Tempai if they make you go first. Because 6 cards, I can't remember the percentage, but it's above 60%.
6 cards plus Baguska. It'll do the job.
Yeah, drawing Exceed or whatnot. Alrighty, that's about it for me. I'm really tired. I want to go home. Have fun, everybody. But don't. This is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nice card.